So it's December. And what's coming in December? Christmas. So what am I going to do in this video? A gift guide. Again, just like last year, I didn't come up with a specific name for this gift guide. One thing that is the same as last year is it's like $100 max. I feel in hindsight I should have made that $100 US max instead of Canadian, because there'd be more stuff to choose from. But anyway. So what are we gonna call this? I guess this is the Raindance Bushcraft 2017 affordable, no, I don't know. 2017, I don't know, what am I gonna call this? Affordable, the 2017 Raindance Bushcraft affordable gift guide. Okay? 2016 Raindance Bushcraft affordable gift guide. Everything's under $100 before taxes. So, I've got candy cane stuck in my teeth. All right, we're good to go. So without much further ado, here are 10 great gifts for the bushcrafter in your life or for yourself, in no particular order. So number 1, if you're in the forest or on top of a mountain or whatever, you need to be able to orient yourself. You need to be able to know your directions and find your way home. So the first item is a compass. Many of you have compasses. Maybe your current compass is worn out, seen better days. Maybe you've got a loved one or a child who you're trying to get into this way of life. I know my kid is all about that forest stuff. She's a little young for orienteering right now, but there are plans for the future. So the compass I've chosen is the Suunto A-30L. It's light. It takes up no room. As I said, there's no mirror on it. There's nothing to break off. It's got a luminous bezel for if you're in poor light. Comes with a lanyard. It's the one that I've chosen is calibrated for the northern hemisphere, but they also make a southern hemisphere one. And it's made of acrylic, so there's no shattering or anything. The price at Amazon.ca is $50-ish. I'm gonna put the prices down there. And I actually have one of these somewhere. I've sort of put away the summer stuff now. But anyway. Number 2 is the Workshop Guided Field Sharpener. It's got a whole long model number, starts WSG, blah, blah, blah. Whatevs. There's gonna be a link in the show notes down below. It's a guided field sharpener. So the way it's made is it's got like your stone or whatever, and the sides, like where the body comes up, like stone, plastic part, and they're at specific angles so that you put your knife on and move it across and you're getting the angle you want. It's also got like a strop. I think it's got a coarse side and a fine side. I think like there's a honing edge as well. It's almost $50. I think it's $45 at Amazon.ca. But it looks like it's not going to replace like diamond plates or water stones. Okay, this is a field sharpener. You're out there, you've just been hunting and you're processing your game or whatever, and the blade's getting a little dull. Or you're at camp and you're batoning and blah 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 and making your sticks, and the knife's getting a little dull. You whip this thing out and you're back in business. It gets very good reviews, and I think it's pretty cool. Also, if you guys know me, I lose stuff all the time, so the fact that the plastic parts are yellow, that's a bonus. Because if I drop it in tall grass, it ain't gonna disappear on me. So that's number 2. Number 3 is this. This is the Falcon Enamel 11 centimeter T-can. If you guys watch a lot of Zed Outdoors, you've seen this thing in action. This one hasn't been in action yet. I bought this one just going on what I saw on Zed's channel. Like him, I'm quite partial to tea. I'm not against coffee, but like my comfort zone is tea. And it's a real simple setup. You throw it on the fire, you boil it up, and then you go, and you got some tea. You can probably do it if you're like, you can probably use it for, you know, cowboy coffee as well and stuff like that. But it's hard to go wrong with enamel. I do love enamel. I'm perfectly willing to put up with the wait because enamel, for the entirety of my life, I have associated enamel with camping. It's a real sort of comfort food thing for me. So anyways, that's hot. Interestingly, I could not find it at Falcon Enamel's website. I had to go to another retailer, but it is for sale at Amazon. Link in the bottom. 4. Okay, 4 is it's a Canadian entry. It's the Boreal 21 folding saw by Agawa Canyon, which is based here in Ontario, and specifically the Tripper kit. It comes with 2 blades, I think the aggressive blade and the regular, I don't quite remember, and like just a nylon sheath to put everything in. If you guys have watched Joe Robinette, you've seen this thing in action. I'm more partial to big sort of wooden buck saws, but the portability and the speed with which you can flip this thing together is unbeatable. So I think it's a pretty cool buy. 5 is a repeat from last year, sorta. If you guys remember the MITI-001, the MITI-001 that I reviewed last year, that was the Swedish candle or Canadian candle plate, and then I put it into my gift guide because I loved it. If you remember in my review, those of you who've seen it, what I said was, this thing is amazing, I just wish they made a bigger one for like up to a 10-inch log or whatever. Well, they did. Not because of me, I mean, they did, and so I'm happy, and so that is the next gift. And it's $90 and a half bucks. So $90.50 Canadian. Obviously it's gonna be a little less in American or whatever. I'll find the price and put it down below. I just love that thing. Man, it's so easy. You quarter a log, you throw this thing on top, and you can put a big ass pan on top without worrying about it all going apart. So it's cool. It's a Canadian company, and it's made in Canada. It's made right here in Quebec. Unless you're in Japan, because they also make them in Japan for that market, so that people out there don't end up spending vast amounts of money in transporting sheet metal goods. But anyways, it's cool. I want the X large. This one is in fact called the MITI-XL. And man, I'm gonna get one. Number 6 is an axe, because of course it is. It's an intriguing axe. It's not one that I own yet, but when I was doing my research, it gets really high marks for. It doesn't come shaving sharp, but once you've got it sharpened up, you've got a sweet axe. It's the 01XD double bit 14-incher by More Mercantile. It's moremaker.com. Boom. It's got a red handle, which is kind of weird, but well, it's Christmassy. It's 4140 steel. It's hardened to, I think, a Rockwell 50. Made in the USA, if that's the kind of thing that, you know, that gets you going in the morning. And it's $52. Look, it's not a huge axe. It's a 14-inch. So we're talking like saddle cruiser size, right? But it sure looks cool to me. I will have one at some point to do a review of. I think I'll pick one up, you know, because at that kind of price I can afford to do it. It's got a real cool classic look on it because of where they've got the maker's mark and everything. It reminds me of some of those old Kellys with the huge text on them. But anyways, people who have one love them. So at that price, you can't go wrong. If you buy one, tell them I sent you. Number 7 is for the DIYers out there. Look, we're all bushcrafters here. That means we're all at least slightly DIY-ish. A lot of us carve spoons and kuksas, and if you carve spoons and kuksas, then the idea of having a good shaving horse has at least crossed your mind. Well, Lee Valley's here to help you because they've got plans, like cutting plans and building plans, like blueprints for an English style shaving horse. That's not the sort of the more American with the block. It's the one that's got the H bar, which is the style that I am more interested in as well. The plans are under 20 bucks. They're 17.50 Canadian. Like when you've got a good set of plans, I mean, it's not foolproof, but you're halfway there. So at some point this year, I'm going to buy these plans and I'm going to build me a shaving horse. That's one of my plans for 2018. Just to let you know that I'm going to put my money where my mouth is on this one. If you do decide to get the plans and build a shaving horse, I would love to see a video or a photo, or drop me a line through my Instagram, my Facebook, or Twitter if you do that. Okay, number 8 gave me some trouble. What I have here is the Lifeline Deluxe first aid kit. That's the one with 121 pieces. But I only have that one as an example. I like it because it's got a lot of stuff, but you should always see a first aid kit as a foundation to build on. You're always going to be adding little things in, because very few affordable first aid kits get it all. Especially because as bushcrafters and whatever preppers, survivalists, we're a niche market with specific needs, and very few people are out there making a bushcrafter first aid kit. There are some making a camping one or whatever, it's just because of the tools we use and the stuff we do. Sometimes we kind of need something that crosses it into a trauma kit a little bit, But anyways, this kit, it's got a lot of stuff. It's a good basis to build on. It's affordable. It's under 40 bucks. They do make they make car kits and stuff as well. A first aid kit is not a romantic gift by any stretch, but it's something that you need to have around. Number 9 is a little propane stove for those times when you can't build a fire because you're in a fire sensitive zone, or you can't find firewood, or maybe you just want to light something up and make a cup of tea or something. And that's the Classic Trail Stove by Primus or Primus. I don't know, they're Swedish, right? So probably Primus. I'm going to throw that out to you guys. If any of you knows the official pronunciation of Primus's name, drop it down below. Again, my money's where my mouth is. I own this stove and I'm very happy with it. Mine's been used a fair amount, so it's a little discolored, but it's not warping or anything. So I think it's a good stove. It's easy to light, gets up a good heat. And what's cool about it is it just screws right onto the little propane or the bonbon tank, canister thing. Look, here's a picture of it. That thing. Anyways, it packs down into a smallish bag. Like, I pack mine down and throw it inside my Morris pot. Takes up 0 room. So yeah, I think that's a good. The one thing I don't like about propane stoves is I can never tell when I'm about to run out of gas. Like when I'm using a twig stove or a fire, I know, okay, I got to throw some wood on. But because I use gas stoves so seldomly, I don't know how to sort of pick up on getting low on gas until I'm actually getting low on gas. But anyway. And number 10 is a multi-tool. It's a Victorinox, the Dual Pro X lock blade, I think. It's like 65 bucks, give or take. It's not one of the traditional Victorinoxes. It's got more of a modern, more modern handle shape. What's cool about it is it's got a non-serrated blade with a little saw. It's a little curved saw. A screwdriver. It's got an awl, I think. That little can opener / bottle opener thing, But it's a good little package to have, and it's not too small. You know how some Victorinoxes they're just too small to really get a good grip on. I've held one of these. It's got a good sort of grip to it. I mean, there are other models that are good as well. There's the Trekker, right, which is also very good for guys who are doing what we do. And also what I like about it is you don't have too many tools. You know how some of these things have like so many tools that you're blah. It's good. It's a well curated collection of tools. So that's the 2017 gift guide. there will be Amazon and other links down below. One thing I do want to tell you guys is I have signed up for the Amazon affiliate program, but none of these links are affiliate links. I felt a little crass about signing up, throwing out a gift guide with a bunch of affiliate links without at least giving you guys a video or two's notice. So I'm not going to do the affiliate thing until January. So if you do decide you want to buy some of these things, the links are below. It does not affect me in any way. In the new year, if I like an item, I'm going to put an Amazon link down below. I will be using the affiliate program at that point. And at that point, clicking that link won't affect you, but it sure will affect me. But as I said, that's not for this video. I'll start that in January. So I hope everyone has a good holiday, whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever Yuletide thing you do. So happy holidays. And as I always say, if you like what I'm doing here, then please comment down below, get the conversation going, share the video. If you're not subscribed, then subscribe. If you are subscribed, then hit that little bell and leave me a smiley thumb. If you don't like what I'm doing here, leave me a frowny thumb. Thanks a lot, guys.